Welcome back to Teresa's Dead. My name is Teresa and I'm very much alive. I have an awful garbage filthy mouth, so viewer discretion is advised. But if you're not into that or weird shit in general, this is definitely not the place for you. Feel free to exit the video here, no harm, no foul. But I remember our time fondly. Oh, hello, darlings. Yes, you read right. We're going to be talking about the product that will never die. That's good old
Pillowtalk
from Tilbury. Now, Charlotte released this new, new collection. I don't know. It's a new collection, but to me it looks like existing products. I don't know. They had a highlighter and I was sold. So the collection consists of a new palette, which it took me a second because I was like, is this new? 2 highlighters, a lip and cheek glow, and a mascara. Oh, you bet your sweet ass I got it all. So let's see if I wasted my money. Starting with the palette first. The Pillowtalk Dream Palette retails for $53. A 4-shade eyeshadow palette featuring metallic and matte shades of pearlescent rose gold, dusky rose, berry brown, and rosebud. Pink for a dialed up pillow talk look. Listen, I'm a child, okay? The whole time I just wanted to laugh because I was saying rosebud. And if you know, you know. You should Google it. Probably not. Make sure you're not at work when you but Google it. You're welcome in advance, and I understand if you don't like me anymore. I don't like myself either. Anyway, this little palette comes in the same packaging that all Charlotte Tilbury quads come in, meaning it's simple and it's sleek and it feels luxurious. Now, when I picked this up, I was like, isn't this what I already have? I'll be honest, I don't know the whole Charlotte Tilbury lore. I don't know it, right? There probably has been a million iterations of Pillowtalk. I have technically 2. I have the big palette and I have a smaller palette. And at first I was like, am I buying the same shit twice? Thank God, no. This definitely is like the berry version, right? Of like the traditional Pillowtalk, which is more of like a peachy pink. This is more of like a berry pink. Anyway, with that said, you get 2 mattes and 2 metallics. Starting with the 2 mattes, on this side you have like a lighter berry, and then you kind of have like that darker brown berry moment. They're fantastic. This is the quality that I know and appreciate from the brand. They're pigmented, easy to blend, and have incredible longevity. I didn't experience any patchiness or difficulty blending both shades. Both mattes work beautifully together. When combined, it didn't look like any sort of a muddy mess. The brown shade was a beautiful source of dimension for this palette, and also made for a killer liner shade as well. There was little to no kick up or fallout. There was like maybe a touch, like a tiny bit of fallout with the darker shade, but very, very easy to clean. And again, I cannot stress enough, longevity is great. I was out and about wearing this little quad and it got really hot yesterday. And when I say really hot to Floridians, it's probably like, this is mild, but to me, I'm like, anyway, it was hot and it was a little humid and I was melting. I was a little bit of a fat candle yesterday and everything stayed into place, and I was like, damn, Charlotte knows longevity. That said, as we move on to the metallics, they're so fucking good. They're so good. They're pigmented, they're incredibly sparkly. There is a little teeny tiny amount of glitter bukkake, so I would advise you to kind of do your eye makeup first and then the rest of your base, just to avoid a rogue sparkle or 2 trying to have sex with you. Both of these shades worked very well with glitter glue and a finger, and I didn't experience any issues with cracking or fading or flaking. Like I mentioned, everything stayed into place. I also didn't experience irritation with any of the shadows. Sometimes berry moments can kind of fuck me up in the outer corner because I have very, very sensitive eyes. These feel really, really great in the outer corner, and I didn't wake up with any sort of like red crustiness moments over here. The other thing I want to mention as well is when used with glitter glue or I imagine any sort of kind of like glitter adhesive, I didn't experience any sort of like stone goblin like texture that sometimes happens with certain shimmers. These adhere to the eye really, really beautifully. Now, when combining both shimmers, you can make a really beautiful gradient, but each can stand on its own independently. Now, the top shade here, it is a little too dark to be in the inner corner. You can make it work, but I think if you look like me, basically my fucking wall over here, it's definitely gonna look a little bit too dark, but I can imagine someone that has like light, medium to deep skin could definitely pull that part off. It would definitely look like a really nice brightening inner corner eye moment. Honestly, this is so fucking awesome. Like, this is the quality that I know and love from the brand, and I understand why people love them so much. This is a little basic bitch palette that it has a boring yet beautiful color story, and I love that this formula wasn't a dud. Now, for $53, yes, she is expensive, and is she worth it? Yes, I think so. I paid full price for everything that I'm talking about today. No, I'm not on PR or anything like that, and even with paying full price, I fucking regret nothing. I could see myself using and abusing using the shit out of this palette and I love it. So for me, I feel like it's incredibly worth it. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna get 1,001 looks with this palette because, you know, yes, you're very limited with a small color story. But it's one of those palettes that no matter what combination you use, whether you put all the colors together like I did for my little tutorial, just to kind of get an idea of how the colors worked, or if you're just using them one at a time, they're so beautiful. You cannot fuck this palette up. And I will say that this palette is a hell of a lot prettier in person than it is online. Online, it kind of looked very similar to the other Pillowtalk palettes that I have. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I should take a gamble on it, but I'm glad that I did because when I see them in person, I'm like, oh, I get it. Very, very different. I don't think Charlotte's products photograph very well. Everything looks kind of yellow, right? So everything looks slightly aged. And for me, I feel like that's why everything kind of looks very similar, right? Because it has that same like aged old-timey background. But when you have it in your hands, you can definitely see the differences between all the fucking iterations of Pillowtalk. Online, I feel like the palette looks much softer, but in person, it feels definitely more profound. This is a beautiful everyday palette. Whether you're using it for work or you're using it at nighttime to go out, like this is very, very versatile. So comparing this palette with my other Charlotte Tilbury palette, yes, they're related. Think of them as like kissing cousins, if you will. You know, it's really funny because I have been attracted to a lot of these smaller quads, especially these high-end fucking quads. And you know what? Sometimes it's really refreshing to have a very, very minimal color story. I say this now, fully knowing well that tomorrow I'm gonna be like, I need 30 colors stat. Like, I know me, all right? I'm a Libra. What I love today, tomorrow I want the complete opposite. So yeah, I really love this palette. But I have to say, when is it enough? I don't know how many Pillowtalk products there are, especially when it comes to palettes. Don't know how many iterations there are. And while I think this is a great fucking product, it kind of leaves me wanting a little bit more. When I look at Pillowtalk as a whole, I cannot help but to think of the Ernest movies. Sure, he went to school, went to the army, and hell, motherfucker went to jail. I feel like this iteration of Pillowtalk is kind of somewhere around like Ernest Scared Stupid, okay? And all I have to say to that is more Bulgarian Miak, please. But seriously, y'all have the formula, okay? Like, your formula is fucking solid. And you can blow all of our makeup dicks away. It's 2022, baby. Let's move out of bedding and I don't know, go to kitchenwares or something. Mark my words, okay, as I say that statement, Charlotte will make some sort of sexy metaphor about baking or some bullshit. And if that happens, then we are in the darkest timeline. Seriously, get help. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the mascara. The Pillowtalk Push-Up Lashes in the shade Dream Pop retails for $29. This mascara gives you instant length, volume, and stretch and has a 24-hour vertical lift. I have another version of this, the black one. It's fine. I like it. Is it my favorite? No, I think you do get a decent amount of volume, but to me, it's nowhere near my baby Chantecaille or my new love, the Lancome mascara. It's one of those mascaras that, you know, they're nice, but it's not on the short list of things that I would repurchase right away. I think maybe if it was like a perfect storm, I was in person, it was on sale, and I kind of forgot that it was like a mediocre mascara, I probably would pick it up. Like, it's nice, but like, I just don't think it's the end all be all. That said, I wasn't gonna pick this up, but then I saw the color and I was like, ooh, bitch, that looks really unique because I don't have a lot of colored mascaras. I used to do them all the time when I was 17. I had every fucking color in the rainbow, and I think I have so much PTSD during that time because every time I would wear yellow or green mascara, it would look like I had cholera, okay? And people would say that to me. So I think I have PTSD from those moments, and that's why I don't really fuck with colored mascara often. But this one I was like, okay, I could fuck with it. And you know what? In ways, I feel like I really like this more than the black mascara. It does provide a fair amount of volume, and it really does a nice job at lengthening my lashes. I think the brush head is super, super comfortable. And while the brush is very slim, the bristles aren't like, you know, super hard pieces of plastic. It's very, very comfortable. So when you do inevitably poke yourself in the fucking eye, it doesn't hurt. The formula is incredibly smooth. I didn't experience any clumping or flaking. And I really, really love how it looks on the bottom lashes. I think because of how the brush head is shaped, it just makes it so goddamn easy to really get in there. I don't have the best lashes when it comes to the lower lash line. In fact, I'm surprised I even have any at all. So for me, my favorite mascara for the lower lash line is It Cosmetics. The Tightline mascara, I fucking swear by. And as much as I love it, there are days where sometimes the formula can be a little bit clumpy. As I start to use it on the bottom lashes, it just kind of creates this black exact line. Really, really fucking annoying. So that's why I really like this brush head more. Yes, while it's slightly different from the It Cosmetics one, it definitely coats my lashes evenly. It doesn't just create a line there getting like all messy. Sometimes with the It Cosmetics one, if I'm not careful, I could just look like a fat baby raccoon, which, listen, it sounds adorable until I'm rooting around in your trash. So I love the brush head on this more. Now, the other thing that I really, really fucking love about this mascara is the color. It's a very soft reddish brown, and I really love how it looks in the lower lash as well as the top lashes as well. But I really feel like it emphasizes my baby blues. I think out of all the products, this is the one that I was genuinely least excited about, but I'm pleasantly surprised with the results. And I would happily pick up another one of these. Not so much the other shade, but definitely this shade. I don't know, there's just something about this particular product as well as the Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame eyeliner, like that really kind of completes this look. It's like the cherry on top. So even though I'm not talking about this one, this one's also a really fantastic eyeliner, especially if you have super sensitive eyes that are very, very watery, like myself. This one actually stays into place and it doesn't bleed into the outer corners, which is fucking fantastic. The combination of this and this with the palette is just, it's so pretty. Like, I love it. I love what I look like today. I just think it's like so sultry and so basic. I don't know, I love it. I can't wait to go shame eat some Zaxby's later, you know what I mean? Wish I was lying about that. Anyway, I highly recommend this one, especially if you have short lashes, if you know what I mean. This is gonna be a really good tool. And if you have baby blues, this shit will make your eyes sparkle. So let's move on to the next product we have, and that is the Pillowtalk Lip and Cheek Glow. Retails for $40. The shade Color of Dreams is a warm rosebud pink cream blush and lip tint for a radiant, fresh blush and glow. Ever since the pandemic has started, I've been obsessed with cream blushes. I think they're so incredibly pretty, especially if you have dry skin like myself. I always look for radiant products because I just want to add an extra level of moisture to this corn husk of a face. I like this a lot. And in ways, I feel like I have tried, I don't know, maybe I tried something similar like this in the past. I want to say my girl Tara Lynn. If you don't know who Tara Lynn is, first of all, she's one of my dearest, best of friends here on YouTube. I fucking love her to pieces. I would go to the moon and back for that girl, okay? I would. Anytime I have a question about Charlotte Tilbury, that's who I fucking go to because she literally has the encyclopedia on Charlotte Tilbury. I swear in her house, it must be a small Charlotte Tilbury store, okay? If you ever want to buy something, and you're afraid that you're like, oh, I don't know if this one looks similar to this one, she is your go-to person, okay? She really takes the time and swatches every fucking product to show you if there are dupes, if it's the same, if it's whatever, like, she's really great. So for me, I'm kind of starting to like dip my toes into this world. So a lot of this stuff is new to me, but to her, it could just be a regular old Tuesday, okay? And that's what I love about her channel. She literally has everything you need to know about Charlotte. That said, I want to say she gifted me one of these because it looks familiar, but maybe I had it like in a deeper shade or something like that. It was something similar to this. And I remember using it a few times and I don't know, I didn't think there was anything really special about the product. So again, when picking this up, kind of very similar to the mascara, I didn't really have a lot of expectation for it. But this is a really nice product. First of all, the compact is really, really gorgeous. It's the standard old school Hollywood Charlotte Tilbury packaging that we all know and love. You get a nice little mirror here, and the product has a very beautiful, like balm-like consistency. Now I applied this directly using one of my favorite tools in the whole world, and that's from Sonia G. This is the, which one is this one? This is the classic base. I actually recently purchased this one. I've been using the mini base for so long. Since Beautylish was doing that gift card event, I wound up picking up this brush because I've been eyeing it for so fucking long. This is worth every goddamn penny. Highly recommend it. But anyway, this really did a great job at applying the product to my face. The formula is incredibly pigmented, and in ways I kind of felt a little Annabelle doll-esque. So I use a dampened sponge to blend it out, but it also does work very, very well with my Dick sponge, just saying. But in today's look, I use a dampened sponge, and I have to say, when you do that, it really melts beautifully into the product. The other Charlotte Tilbury product that I have on my face is the contour one. This is by far one of the best products they've ever made. Highly recommend checking this out, especially during the Sephora sale. If you can fucking get this one, this is so goddamn good. I have it in the shade Fair Medium. Game changer. With this product, Super fucking pretty on the skin. Super, super beautiful. Anywhoosies, I really love the coverage as a cheek product. I love the radiance. I didn't find it to be sticky, and it didn't lift or disturb the products underneath, which is really, really important. Now, as for longevity, I think it's okay. I think there are other products here that are better at longevity than this one. And I say this because as I was walking around yesterday, frolicking with the Floridians, I did notice at the end of the day that this area of my face looked a little bit light. Like I could see the contour still, but not necessarily the blush. So I think while it does have like a solid like 7 to 8 hours, if you want to go anything more than that, or if you're out and about sweating like a whore in church, this might not be the best for you. But if you're in a calm, cool, collected situation where you're constantly in air conditioning, you're gonna be fine. So this one probably had the worst longevity out of all the products that I'm gonna talk about today, but still it's a very, very pretty product and I'm happy that I purchased it. Now I did also try it for the lips and I love it. It's so fucking pretty. So this particular color basically just looks like my lips, but better. The formula is incredibly hydrating without it being sticky and messy. And I really, really would love if they make this formula into a lip balm. Like if it wasn't a tube, I feel like that would forever live in my bag. So I don't know if they have something like that. I have to go check it out. This would be amazing as a lip balm. So like I mentioned, while I do like this product, I think there are other products in this collection that are better. I get full on hard-ons for the other products. This one, I kind of get a chub for it. If this still tickles your fancy, this is the one product I would say pick it up during the sale. Like I don't think it's really worth it at full price. Okay, so let's move on to the reason why we're all here. The Pillowtalk Multi-Glow Highlighter in shade Romance Light. This retails for $45. The limited edition Pillowtalk is a cool tone nude pink highlighter. Now there is another highlighter in this collection called Dreamlight, I believe. And I didn't pick it up because it definitely looked like it was best for someone that had more of a medium skin tone. So for me, it was like, I think there are probably aspects of the highlighter that I could use, but I don't think I want to pull the trigger. I kind of do, but I don't. Like I kind of do, but I don't. I should. Anyway, first of all, this packaging, I don't even know if you could fucking see this. It's just fucking everything. It is so beautiful. It almost feels like it's alive in a way. It's so fucking weird. I don't know. Like I literally, I just got stuck in its glow. It's like, it's so pretty. This is by far the prettiest packaging that they ever put out, and I want more stuff in this line. Like, please give me this really beautiful hollow moment. If you look at it in the right way, it feels like it's a subliminal message, like, go buy more Charlotte Tilbury Pillowtalk. And I need to like break my stare from it, otherwise I will literally buy up the whole website. Anyway, packaging alone, this shit's coming into the casket with me. So I could somehow learn how to train an army of the dead. When you open it up, you do get a nice mirror, and this is your highlighter. I will say, looks a hell of a lot better in person than it does online. I remember saying something in my makeup bingo video to the effect of like, this looks like cheap shit. It looks a little drugstore to me, but it's not. The pan embossing doesn't look cheap at all. Looks very, very beautiful. And there is a light overspray of glitter, which I was kind of surprised about because online it didn't look like there was any, but I'm happy to say that it's just an overspray, right? So when you do swirl your brush into the pan, the glitter does fly away. So this is a split pan highlighter starting with the white shade here and then followed by 3 shades of pink. This is fucking everything. I love it so much. This is the definition of a proper alien slut highlighter. Now you can most certainly use the colors on their own. I definitely use a little bit of the white in the inner corner today, and it's just fucking stunning. I almost wish that they would release a white highlighter. I feel like that could potentially possibly dethrone the Burberry one, just saying. What I think is super magical about this highlighter is what happens when you just drag your brush across all 4 shades. The overall color is motherfucking breathtaking. She's pigmented, she has incredible longevity. She's sparkly because yes, you do have a little bit of the overspray, but over time, as you notice, I don't have much overspray anymore on mine. You're not gonna experience any sort of like rogue glitter bukkake. But I will say the first time I did use this, even with the little bit of sparkle that I did have, didn't emphasize any dry texture or my pores. It looked absolutely beautiful on my cheekbones. And it's the kind of highlighter that just melts into the skin. It doesn't sit like a stripe on top of it. It really just melts beautifully with the other products you have on your face. Now with one swipe of this product, I was fucking screaming, okay? Because I was like, yes, yes, this is what I want. This is what I want in a highlighter. It's stunning. I was screaming so loud you would think that I was throwing this shit a parade. And I'm sure my neighbors love me for that. The formula on the skin has a very, very slick feel, kind of almost bordering like food poisoning without shitting your pants. The color of pink is just so incredibly flattering. And I just really love how much glow this product gives off. You really don't need a lot. I, of course, am extra, so I'm gonna go in fucking 10 times. But you really don't need to. This is definitely easily one of the best highlighters I have tried this year. This is everything, and I'm just pleasantly surprised. I'm a big fan of the Nudegasm palette, and I love the highlighter in it. But this one is so much better. This highlighter is not for the faint of heart. It's going 0 to 60 in a second. But if you are someone who likes to diffuse their highlight, if you don't like something that's super sparkly or super slutty, I think buffing this into your skin will be your best friend. Or using a large powder brush and kind of taking a little bit of powder and just going over that area will definitely diffuse it to have a much more glow from within feel. But like, why do that? That's like getting a really fucking fancy handbag and then just leaving it in your closet. No, you take that shit out. You show everybody who's boss, okay? That is what this highlighter is. It's like, don't kill its light. You know what I mean? Like, let it glow. Honestly, I cannot get over how much I love this product. It's gonna be so hard to use anything else. From what I understand, according to the website, this is limited edition. I don't know if this is coming to Sephora, so I don't know if you can get this cheaper. But I think if you do sign up on Charlotte's website, you can get like 10% off or something like that. To me, it's definitely worth the splurge. And the fact that it's limited edition scares me, so I definitely think I'm gonna be picking up another one because I cannot imagine my life without it, especially for the fucking packaging too, Jesus Christ. Everything's amazing. This is a fucking, love it. All right, so the last product I wanna talk about today is the highlighter, the other one, the liquid highlighter. So there was a promotion on Charlotte's website where you can buy a bundle of 2 products, and I think you save like maybe $5 or $10, and you can get a liquid highlighter and then you get one of the powder highlighters. So that's what I decided to go for. The Beauty Light Wand Highlighter in the shade Pillowtalk retails for $40. A dreamy nude pink liquid highlighter blush for a megawatt Pillowtalk glow. So last year I picked up one of the highlighters in Spotlight. I love it. I fucking love it. I really fell in love with the formula. Unlike cream bronzers and blushes that usually I feel like have amazing formula as of late, it's much more, I don't know, difficult to find a really good cream or liquid highlighter. Oftentimes I feel like liquid or cream highlighters are just never that good. Now there are some that really make beautiful products, like Ritual Defee, for example. Auric really makes a beautiful one. Danessa Myricks technically is a primer and a highlighter. That's also really great. All right, Lisa Eldridge makes a really good one too. The Fenty one wasn't that bad. Okay, all right, so maybe there are, as of late, more highlighters that have better formulas, but I feel like for the most part, sometimes they're just kind of hard to find, right? But I think this is probably one of the best ones I've ever tried. The formula is just so smooth and it's so easy to work with. It's easily one of the best liquid highlighters in the game. That said, you know, Pillowtalk, it's good. I fucking get it. Yes, we're beating a dead horse, but we're looking fucking amazing while doing so. The formula is the same as Spotlight, which is amazing, meaning that it's pigmented, shiny, and super blendable. Has excellent longevity and overall just easy to work with. It's one of those products that just melts beautifully into the skin and it doesn't pick up anything that's underneath it. Now you can apply directly from the applicator if you choose so. It has this little fun like soft squishy top. Or you could take your finger and pat it on. You could use a brush. You could use your asshole. It doesn't matter, okay? Like no matter what tool is in your possession, you can make this work. This is yet another Alien Slut highlighter that gives you that really beautiful meat sweat look. It's literal perfection. And the color Pillowtalk again is this really beautiful like pink nude color. I will say though, when comparing the two, right, if you had to pick up one, I would say the powder highlighter is just far superior. This one is really, really beautiful. Like I love it. It's fucking great, but there's something special about this one. Something incredibly special that I can't quite put my finger on, but I don't know, like I love the glow and the dimension from it and the different shades of pink really just make for a beautiful, flattering highlighter. The other thing though, if you want to be extra, which that's what I am today, I actually combine both of these products because first I usually start with a cream base and then I lightly go over it with some powder and then I applied this. These two together, fucking amazing marriage. Between the two, really glowing for days. And I really love what I look like today. I'm using a lot of new products and some products that I'll talk about in the next video. The new Rare Beauty foundation or skin tint or whatever the fuck it is. I look really glowy and beautiful today. Like, I'm like, yes, I can't stop eye fucking myself in the camera. I love it. But no, seriously, these are fucking great. But if you had to pick, I say go with the powder one. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either one of them, but this is where it's at. Okay, so that said, I'm happy to say that I didn't feel like I wasted any of my money. This whole collection was done beautifully. All the products have fantastic quality. And I think if you're interested, you wouldn't be disappointed. Now, if you only want to pick up the best of the best, I think for me, the clear winners are the powder highlighter, the quad, as well as the mascara. Fucking, the mascara is good. Now, I wish this would be live during the Sephora sale, but I don't think it will be. So if you do want to pick these up, you're gonna have to go directly to her site. I'm just pleasantly surprised with the whole collection. I know I give a lot of shit, especially about Pillowtalk, but this is done very, very beautifully. You would think at this point, a product that has more sequels than the Godzilla franchise. And yes, I'm also including the Matthew Broderick one. We all remember that one. Ugh. Anyway. No, I saw it in the movie theaters. It was so bad. It doesn't even hold up today either. It didn't even hold up back then. Anyway, what am I saying? Point is, you would think over time the quality would dip, much like the Godzilla franchise. But I kind of feel like they kind of get a little bit better and better and better. But I just beg you to do something different. I need a little variety here. I think you've mastered this. This is beautiful. If you want to end here, you're the clear winner. No one will ever surpass you. Let's move on to something else. The world needs it. Anyway, now I want to hear from y'all. Let me know down below if you have anything from this collection, if you were interested in this collection. Do you even care about this collection? Let me know, because I love hearing from you. And with that said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, to all my beautiful, wonderful patron bubbies. Thank you so much for keeping this delicious, disgusting, filthy, trashy, really filthy, really gross, really nasty, really disgusting, but Pillowtalk garbage boat afloat. I couldn't do without you, and I love your adorable little delicious faces. If you want to know what is currently on my face, which is a lot of cream products that I love, everything will be listed in the description box below. And I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.